Today we're going to be talking about cube gameplay. If you want your levels to get rated and have a good reception, you have to have better cube sections. But here's the thing, I'm not going to give you a layout checklist or tell you to make it look pretty, because that's not what you need. What you need to understand is the actual game design behind the cube, and how the physics work on the player throughout your level. First thing you need to understand is how the cube actually works. It's a single click based game mode, where clicking will have the cube jump upward exactly 2.12 blocks. Knowing how fast the cube reaches the peak of the jump is very important, because it adds vertical motion to your gameplay. You can do a lot with your gameplay with those 2 blocks of vertical movement. Whether it's spacing out your triple spikes, or building jumps that go up 2 blocks, or just 1 block. There's many different ways that the cube game mode would work with this. Something that is also good to know about the basics of the cube movements is hold jumps. Holding makes it so you don't have to click again once you've clicked once. This is a massive tool for the gameplay because you can make fast-paced sections feel way easier by just substituting clicking with holding. However, this is where a lot of issues in layouts are. If you have a click like a black orb, or something that switches your gravity, you don't want the icon to sometimes jump again. Because of this, you'll need to add J-blocks. J-blocks stop the player from accidentally holding to their deaths. You should do this so that the gameplay feels fair and fun. Something that I did to actually learn how to make good gameplay for the cube was looking at what the original inspiration was for the game mode. RobTop introduced us to all the different game modes in Geometry Dash. Some were definitely implemented better than others. Swing and true. What? But from the start, he showed us exactly what good cube gameplay should look like. So I'm going to break down how RobTop created gameplay and how you can drastically improve your gameplay on the template that he provided. One of the most important things that you should do with your layouts is highlighting the path your player should take. The gameplay should instantly indicate that the player is supposed to jump or they should fall. You can do this by doing 3 different things. Using blocks as landing and touch points, spikes and saws as dangers to the player, or using orbs as jump extenders. No level that RobTop created does this better than Can't Let Go. If you look closely at the cube section in Can't Let Go, it shows you perfectly how to fall at certain blocks while jumping at others. RobTop did this by putting spikes over the top of the platforms that you shouldn't jump at, and putting blocks that shows that you should go upwards for jumping. It also shows by having the player jump right in between 2 different spikes, one on the top left and then one on the bottom right. This creates a natural indication of when to jump because it provides a perfectly safe window for your icon to go through. Please note that those clicks cannot be left alone. A single isolated jump over a spike does not work. You must have the next click after it easily accessible, like an orb or platform that's clearly showing where you're going to be clicking next. I've seen a ton of community-made levels throughout the past 12 years of me playing that just throw spikes around, just throw structures around. There's nothing that's showing you where the player should go. In the end, creating good cube gameplay just comes down to understanding game design, understanding how the cube jumps, and building gameplay that naturally shows where it's supposed to go. That is the best way to build layouts for it. If you want some fresh inspiration, I highly recommend checking out Epic Rated Levels, as they have a perfect mix of RobTop's original game design, but also incorporating the new feeling of modern cube gameplay. Join the Discord linked in the description, and check out this video here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!